Tonight on Prime Business, LPG Marketers Association pushes for more clarity on contribution of government gold for oil policy on fuel price reduction at the pumps.
Government needs to be a little bit more detailed in this communication. Even if you take diesel and petrol, if indeed the gold for oil or oil for gold has contributed to the price reduction we are seeing, then we expect government to come out very clearly.
Also, Ghana's outstanding loan to the International Monetary Fund remained relatively unchanged at $1.3 billion special drawing rights at the end of January 2023. And government should not be entirely blamed for losses at the recent KJTR market, as occupants or traders should have ensured their wares against the inferno.
To transfer the risk from the owners of the shops and the owners of the market to the insurance companies, pay small premiums in exchange for comprehensive cover when these fires happen. It's as simple as that.
We have these stories and more coming up shortly. I'm Beverly Broohm. Please stay. Thanks for staying with us. Now, more oil marketing companies are dropping the prices of petroleum products at the pumps. The three major oil marketing companies, that's Guel, Total Energies and Shell, as well as other small companies, have also reduced prices at their various service stations. George Riafe has the rest of the story.
Based on the price quotes by the three major oil marketing firms in the country, Guel has dropped the price of petrol by a little over 6% per litre, whilst diesel witnessed more than 2% drop in prices per litre as well. For Shell and Total Energies, petrol went down by more than 6% per litre, while diesel has been reviewed by almost 3%. Other small firms have also reduced their prices. For instance, Star Oil is selling petrol at 12 Ghana cedis, 49 pesos per litre, whilst diesel is trading this morning at 12 Ghana cedis, 99 pesos. Allied is also selling petrol at 12 Ghana cedis, 46 pesos. Diesel is going for 12 Ghana cedis, 99 pesos. Scanning the price code for these oil marketing companies showed that prices have been dropped from 2 to almost 7% per litre at the pumps this morning. Some of the oil marketing companies have told Joy Business that the reduction has more to do with the Ghana cedi stability for almost a month, a reduction in prices of crude oil on the international market, which has impacted on the costs of finished petroleum products sold in Ghana. Some of them have also rejected arguments that the reduction witnessed at the pumps was solely as a result of the Gold for Oil program. They argue that in percentage terms, its contribution can be pegged at around 3% for this pricing window. They believe that unless the Gold for Oil contribution in terms of product supply reaches 50% of the market needs, it might be difficult to say that the price reduction is solely due to that program.
Meanwhile, LPG Marketers Association is challenging the government to prove with facts and figures the contribution of its much-touted Gold for Oil policy to the recent reduction of prices of petroleum products on the market. According to the association's Vice President, Gabriel Kumi, LPG is not part of the policy. Hence, the Vice President's assertions cannot be true.
LPG has gone down mainly because of three reasons. One, the cedi has seen some stability over the past 2 weeks. Indeed, it has appreciated by about 2%. Crude oil has gone down by about 3%. And that has resulted in the price of finished product also going down by about 7%. These are the factors that has contributed to the LPG price going down by about 7-8%. If we are lucky, competition can drive this further to about 10%. So clearly, once LPG is not part of the product being traded in this oil for gold or gold for oil deal, it simply stands to reason that a gold for oil deal is not the one that is driving the price of LPG down. Once you put a tax on it, it goes a long way to increase the pump price. So even though the price has gone down by, let's say, 7%, if you take the 13% tax on it, we are going to see about 20% reduction in the price of LPG. And that is very huge to see a very significant increase in the consumption of LPG. Now, even having said that, I think government needs to be a little bit more detailed in this communication. Even if you take diesel and petrol, if indeed the gold for oil or oil for gold has contributed to the price reduction we are seeing now, then we expect government to come out very clearly and let us know by what percentage of the price reduction that can be attributed to gold for oil. Because it's obvious, the indications are that prices of petroleum products in the international market generally are going down. And now you are adding gold for oil to, you are giving that reduction to gold for oil. So it's up to government to come and to tell us that if price of petroleum product has gone down by on average about 8%, how many was as a result of gold for oil, and how many was as a result of the fact that the prices of petroleum product on the international market is going down.
Away from that, Ghana's outstanding loans to the International Monetary Fund was relatively unchanged at 1.278 billion special drawing rights at the end of January 2023. This is equivalent to $1.708 billion. According to the fund's quarterly finances, the country is still ranked as number 1 in Africa with the largest outstanding debt to the Bretton Woods institution. Here's more in the following report.
According to the data, Ghana has so far made 53 million special drawing rights as repayment to the IMF. Furthermore, the Bretton Woods institution has not disbursed any funds to the country. However, it is the expectation that the country will secure an IMF support program by the end of March 2023 to boost its balance of payments and stabilize the economy. The country's loan exposure to the Bretton Woods institution is classified as concessional lending, which comes with a low interest financing. In October 2022, Ghana's loans outstanding to the fund were estimated at 1.28 billion special drawing rights, equivalent to about $1.68 billion. The loans outstanding excluded the COVID-19 support, of which the country received more than $1.2 billion to fight the pandemic and aid economic recovery. Meanwhile, Democratic Republic of Congo and Kenya were ranked second and third in Africa with the largest outstanding loans to the fund.
Meanwhile, the International Monetary Fund has indicated that its policy advice to member countries, including Ghana, and surveillance have become increasingly transparent. According to the fund, 98% of member countries published a statement providing the IMF Executive Board's assessment of the members' macroeconomic and financial situation in 2020. Here's more in this report.
The fund also said 95% of members, including Ghana, published the IMF country report. In the same year, 98% of member countries that used IMF financial resources published the reports, and 97% published additional documents such as a country's letter of intent and memoranda of economic and financial policies. Again, about 93% published their technical memoranda of understanding. The Bretton Woods institution also said its approach to transparency is to disclose information in a timely way unless there are strong, specific reasons against such disclosure. The fund also pointed out that transparency by member countries helps their economies function better and makes them less vulnerable to crisis. The country is presently seeking a $3 billion support from the fund to support its balance of payments and revive the economy.
Government should not be entirely blamed for the losses at the recent Kejetia market fire, as occupants should have ensured their wares against the inferno. That's according to President of the Insurance Brokers Association of Ghana, Shaibu Ali. He spoke to us earlier on Business Live.
I'm sure government or the metropolitan authorities own the markets, Kejetia, Mokola, and all that. But individuals have rented stores in these markets to sell their wares. Ensuring the markets remains the responsibility of the owner, which is government or the metropolitan authorities. By ensuring the content of the shops is the responsibilities of the owners or the people who have rented these shops to do business in them. And so it is pretty straightforward. Government can make a decision that all the markets should be insured, and it will be done. The insurance markets in Ghana or the insurance industry in Ghana can insure all the markets put together. As for the content, there is no reason why anyone doing business in those shops, be it Mokola, Kejetia, wherever, Takrady markets, should be doing business without insurance. It is unthinkable in this day and age. Look at the incidents, and it happens very often. Insurers are ready to give them cover. The reason why they are not doing it, only God knows. And the premiums for these content insurances are not much. They are very, very affordable. The types of monies that these shop owners make, they can pay for the premiums for a year out of a day, only a day's sales. So there's no reason why these things should not be insured. Technically, I can say that the guy was saying that the fire started from maybe a chemical shop. So that would be a little technical, but insurers will still give them cover subject to their preparedness to pay the right price. So the issues of the market fires has become a part and parcel of us. We cannot stop them, but nothing stops us from insuring them. We should transfer the risk from the owners of the shops and the owners of the market to the insurance companies. Pay small premiums in exchange for comprehensive cover when these fires happen. It's as simple as that.
Meanwhile, the 8th edition of the IBAC Educational Conference and Exhibition is slated for Tuesday, the 21st, to Saturday, the 25th of March this year in Sunyani in the Bono region. Over 200 players in the insurance industry are expected to converge there to discuss the effects of global economic challenges and the domestic debt exchange program on the sector. Here's President of IBAC, Shaibu Ali again.
I mean, we have all been in Ghana. We have seen what is going on globally and everything. Devaluation of the currency, inflation, everything is going up out of the roof. These indirectly have effects on the insurance industry. And so if we don't start to think about how we can get out of this situation and fold our hands and sit down, things might get out of hand. Now we have domestic debt exchange programs where insurers cannot access their funds for some period of time and all that. These are the funds that they would have relied upon to pay claims to claimants. If these funds are inaccessible, what happens? Where do they get money to pay claims? That is what is engineering this discussion. Let's get together, sit down, talk, and see the way forward. That is all about it. Ghana has been on a trajectory of growth so far as confidence in insurance is concerned. Years back, people did not have any confidence in the industry, but now the confidence has grown significantly. And so once we are able to get the industry back on stream, once the insurance companies are able to figure out a way how they are going to deal with their claimants and all that, that should, to a large extent, impact on the confidence on the market.
Now, moving on, the University of Ghana Business Innovation and Incubation Hub has received funding from the RISA, a UK aid organization, to help bridge the research and innovation assimilation gap through capacity building in rural Ghana. Speaking to Joy Business at the event, Hub Manager of the UGBS Innovation and Incubation Hub, Oliver Kwabena Agri, highlighted the benefits of the innovation to rural communities. Here's more in the following report.
The University of Ghana Business School Innovation and Incubation Hub had begun training researchers and innovators on how to co-create manuals that will aid them bridge the research innovation industry assimilation gap through technology capacity building in some 6 rural areas. Speaking to Joy Business, Hub Manager for the University of Ghana Business School Innovation and Incubation Hub, Oliver Kwabena Agri, highlighted the benefits of the innovation to rural communities.
With 6 different innovations that are resident in the University of Ghana. So we are doing trainings in Takrady. We are training folks on yogurt production. We are doing trainings in Cape Coast for fruit producers. We are doing trainings in Atempoku for fish farmers. We are doing trainings in Doma for poultry farmers. We are doing trainings in Techiman for tomato farmers. And all this is to also help instill some innovations in the production processes of rural enterprises. A lot of the time when these initiatives come, they are for urban folks that are already trying to build their businesses.
On his part, Gameli Ajaho with Riser Fund, a UK aid organization, explains to Joy Business why they funded the project.
Riser Fund, we find it very exciting because this ties in with one of the country priorities of Ghana, which has to do with taking innovation and research outside our main cities of Accra and Kumasi, and also involving people who are usually excluded from the innovation process to also contribute. We think that this project has tremendous potential to impact the countries in several ways, including helping us to advance enterprise in rural communities, which will ultimately help to help the country drive towards its development objectives.
Some of the researchers and innovators have been sharing their thoughts about the initiative.
This program is a very good one. It's one that is actually going to help, create jobs. It's going to give people the needed, hands-on skills. So I really like, what they've started, trying to know the needs of the various areas so that they don't do something that will not really benefit the people. So I think it's something that is really going to empower the youth, women in this country.
And I think this is a very good step, that from their researches, it is coming down right to the intended people for which the research is done. So as part of the engagement we have with the intended beneficiaries, they express so much joy and they are in readiness for the training.
Now, Results Advertising, as part of efforts to give back to the society they operate in, has organized a health screening exercise for the inhabitants of Kanda and its environs. According to the Chief Operating Officer of Results Advertising, Justin Entridako, the company took the opportunity to oversee the well-being of their customers.
Results Advertising Agency organized the Loud Brood in Kanda screening to give residents and customers the opportunity to access health care. The residents were taken through eye tests, hepatitis B tests, among others. Speaking in an interview, Chief Operating Officer of Results Advertising, Justin Entridakwa, said the screening was a necessity.
And really just a way of giving back to everybody in the local community that has supported us over the years. We've been in Kanda for 11 years, running a very successful creative agency. So it's our way of just really saying thank you to everybody in the local community. And the way we wanted to say thank you was by partnering with Emmanuel Eye Clinic to give free health screening. So what we're going to be doing in partnership with Emmanuel Eye Clinic is going to be obviously doing eye tests. We're going to be giving blood pressure tests, BMI, that's your body mass index, testing also for hepatitis B, cholesterol, and other health conditions.
Finance and Administration Manager of Emmanuel Clinic, Linda Sam, added that the initiative will help in the early detection of diseases.
For those with issues, those that cannot be resolved here, we refer them to our facility. And then those that we are doing counseling for them. We are also giving out services that they would not on their own request for. Something like their blood grouping, a lot of Ghanaians don't even check, so it's something we are doing for them here. But complicated issues will refer them to our facility for management. And usually this is the essence of outreaches, that you might be walking around with a health condition you may not know. And so when we go into the community, it's an opportunity for the person to get to know your condition, and then we can manage it well for the person.
The residents were advised on how to maintain a healthy life.
Now, the British Council says its Alumni UK networking is targeted at promoting the trade between Ghana and the United Kingdom. According to Director of Programs and Partnership, Solomon Domayen, his outfit will continue to devise strategies to leverage other opportunities presented to support its members in their quest to bridge the unemployment gap.
Alumni UK promotes trade for both countries, in the sense that we have a lot of young artists in the area of arts and culture. So once they're able to develop their movies, they're able to, as it were, team up with their colleagues in UK to give them the platform to be able to, the bigger stage, to be able to, as it were, do business within the arts and culture sector, within the area of clothing. Those are all beats. So they are all areas that youth are able to do business within the UK counterparts. And so that's one of the areas that we are promoting through this Alumni UK in country. Yes, yeah, so we think that there's a lot to achieve because education is the key to development. For all of these alumni who are in country, we think that tapping into their experiences will help us first to be able to improve upon the number of students who leave Ghana to study in UK. The second thing is that there's more to the UK-Ghana partnership in the area of business, in the area of commerce, arts and culture. So we think that if we're able to tap into their expertise, we can be able to promote arts and culture, we can be able to promote tourism, we can be able to promote businesses.
President of Club BGW of Long Ridge, Ghana, Kennedy Amoako, is calling for more sensitization programs for network marketing in Ghana. He says there is the need for more measures to be put in place to educate Ghanaians on its importance. He was speaking to Joy Business, and he also entreated young people to take advantage of the initiative.
People have different misconceptions about network marketing. Some think it's a fraud, some think it's difficult, some think it's a cheat, some people think it's illegal. Of course, even dollar, there is fake dollar. Even dollar, there is fake dollar. If you are not educated about the currency features, how are you going to know fake from the right thing? You understand? So I personally think that it's a matter of education. It's time that we get more credible people talking about network marketing. It's high time we get more credible people coming into network marketing. Then together we all do the education. If possible, we can even route it through our formal education system so that people are trained about the business of network marketing. And trust me, I will say that it is the easiest way of creating wealth. It's the easiest way of creating wealth. So it's just education, and that is it.
Now, a Deputy Minister for Trade and Industry, Michael Otrebefi, has indicated that more investment is needed in the agriculture sector to support its value chain. He says the sector lacks innovation, hence the need to attract more investors. Michael Otrebefi was speaking to Joy Business at the Agritech West Africa Expo, reiterated government's commitment to expanding the sector.
In Ghana, the agricultural sector is an important economic sector and a key source of livelihood for the rural populace. However, the sector lacks the adoption of innovative solutions to bridge gaps in mechanization and financing. According to the Deputy Minister, more youth should be supported to expand the sector.
Now, agriculture without technology means that we will not have a lot of yield. I mean, the output will be less without technology. That's why there's a need for a lot of innovation in the area of agriculture technology. And thankfully, this exhibition is matching the two. Clearly, we have people in that area, purely the value chain of agriculture, and also, I mean, those in purely the area of technology, which to us is so good. So clearly, I mean, it's an opportunity for the people in that area to take advantage of the situation so that we're able to get more in terms of output, in terms of yield. And that's what I want to encourage. Government is strongly behind this exhibition.
On his part, President of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, Dr. Joseph Opin, said Ghana's path to economic transformation has been characterized by high growth in the service sector, stagnation in the manufacturing industry, hence the need for financing within the agricultural sector.
We've been told so many times that we have to migrate from trading into captains of industry, where we will add value to our raw materials. And this is the beginning. You see the farming implements here, they are very basic and they are not costly. And that if we are introduced to this implement and then make conscious effort that we are driving us into manufacturing, it will be very easy for us to do that. And you know, India manufactures quality products and their prices are also affordable. And there are so many ways that we can build bridges with India, where it will better the lot of Ghanaians.
The Agritech West Africa with Food and Beverage and Food Park Tech Ghana exhibition covers the entire value chain of agriculture with approximately 100 companies exhibiting from countries such as India, South Africa, Turkey, Nigeria, Ghana, UK, and Italy.
And that's how we end Prime Business tonight. For more business news, you can log on to myjoyonline.com/business. I'm Beverly Broohm. Thank you so much for your company. I leave you with news making headlines on the international front.